Hi everyone, this is my Communities of Interest PowerPoint. For this project, I decided to interview Phil Potter, and the following slides are the results of our interview. Phil graduated from Loyola Marymount University in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in history with an emphasis in secondary education. He wanted to pursue his teaching credential and he took some classes, but decided to stop once he realized how little income he would have versus the amount of work he needed to do once he became a teacher. So a few years later, he decided to join the first graduating class of USC's Learning Design and Technology program. He graduated with his master's degree in LDT in the spring of 2016. Phil spent the past 10 years delivering education as a substitute teacher, tutor, and training adults in different skills. During his time as a graduate student at USC and a few months following his graduation, he worked as a financial advisor and an admissions counselor at the university. Currently, Phil works at his own company. His company, Kinetic Instruction, works with a variety of clients, mostly designing instructional products for adults, corporations, healthcare professionals, and different businesses. As an instructional designer, Phil has a multitude of responsibilities. On a daily basis, he is responsible for designing in-person and online instruction for his clients. He usually has 3 projects at a time, which is the maximum amount that he's had being a one-person company, but he hopes to grow his company so that he can take on more clients. Some of his secondary duties are managing his clients, scheduling deadlines for his clients, and overseeing the project management. But due to the fact that he works with an array of different clients in different fields, he's responsible for becoming very knowledgeable in their fields. So that means he has to read introductory books, listen to lectures, and spend time researching various material. Very minimally, but still it's possible, Phil must identify and resolve ethical and legal implication of the instruction he designs for his clients. Due to the fact that his job has many different responsibilities, Phil has to possess different skills in order to successfully complete his job. He reported the number one skill needed to do his job is strong interpersonal skills. Another key component to his job is the ability to effectively relay information and the vision that you are proposing to your client. In addition, as an instructional designer, Phil must be fairly fluent in graphic design using programs like Photoshop and Adobe. Also, a well-developed understanding of learning design and technology theories is extremely important because it tells you how people process information, how assessment should be created, and how people are motivated, things like that. So that's a skill set that he learned from his master's program here at USC. The last skill that he mentioned as necessary for his job was having an expertise in learning science. As most people are aware, no one field is perfect, and every career has its own challenges and difficulties. Soon after Phil graduated from USC, he started experiencing some difficulties. The biggest one was relaying effectively what an instructional designer actually was. He had a lot of trouble saying what his expertise was in. How did he explain what his degree was when it was so new? But as he started to gain more experience, that challenge he was able to overcome. But the most current challenge he is trying to overcome is developing his skill set in graphic design in a way that allows him to create and meet the expectation of the various contracts he has. Although he knows that he can deliver and he knows a lot, he might need to take some crash courses in different things that are related to his current challenges. At the conclusion of the interview, Phil gave some words of wisdom. He recommended that if someone wants to pursue a career in instructional design, they must put forth full mental effort, actively make calculated decisions, and persevere through all adversity thrown their way. Phil also recommends identifying yourself without the business aspect. You have to truly enjoy learning new things and working with people, regardless of the theory. Also, he highly recommends that once you become an instructional designer, that you really love collaborating and working with others because it's a huge part of the job. Lastly, he told me that he recommends that you challenge others. So be able to take criticism and know that other people might know certain things, but don't be afraid to ask questions and challenge yourself when it comes to that. So how can I move forward as an instructional designer? Well, these are the two questions that came to my mind. How will I use my degree, and what do I need to improve on? So, I'm a special educator. I possess qualities and characteristics needed to be a successful special educator. As I'm furthering the knowledge and the degrees that I have, my professional goals are shifting. I plan on becoming an instructional designer who designs various games and programs for students with special needs to use without the use of expensive technology. I plan on using my LDT degree to give me the skills I need to create programs that can reach other educators that have the same need as I do. This interview has reinforced my belief that this is the most meaningful plan for me, but it's also helped me realize that as an instructional designer, I need to become more fluent in technology and familiarize myself with the different programs available to help me accomplish what I want to accomplish in my personal life. In addition, it's also helped me realize that I also possess some of the skills needed to become a successful instructional designer. I love to work with others, I love helping people, and I like utilizing my passion for learning. So that led me to the skills that I had to research as an instructional designer with my meeting with Dr. Sully, and the skills that Phil said he has. So the skill that I researched was the ability to strategize, communicate, make decisions, teach, and work with diverse people. That's what Phil said too. The next skill was having a proficiency in digital storyboard course management and learning management systems, kind of like what we use. That's also a skill that Phil has. Another skill that we need is knowledge of graphic, video, and web page creation. Well, that's what Phil does every day. The ability to update and improve knowledge, skills, and your attitudes pertaining to instructional and related fields. That's what Phil has and is still trying to improve on. And identifying, resolving ethical and legal implications. So Phil said, although he doesn't do it quite often, it's still something that he does. So the skills that I researched, it's what Phil does on a daily basis. So, as we are coming to the conclusion of my PowerPoint, I wanted to give a special thanks to Phil. He was so awesome in answering my questions, giving me advice, and being a sounding board because he's been through the program. And I also wanted to take some time to thank Dr. Sully for meeting with me to talk about how this program can help me reach all my goals. So, thank you for watching my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye, Dawn.